Welcome back, friends. Today we're doing a fun little nail experiment. I'm taking just two colors and turning them into a full 5-color gradient mani. If you're doing nails on a budget or if you just don't want to buy a ton of polishes, I'm going to show you how you can get a ton of color options without a lot of polishes. The key is having great staple colors. So I purchased the Attain Cosmetics Spring Summer 2026 collection, and that's what we're going to swatch out together before I choose a color to use for today's mani. If you've been around my channel, you already know how much I love Attain Cosmetics. Not only are they really high quality products, but they're created with intention. So Liz, the owner of Attain, she's also the creator behind the Nail Hub. She provides such amazing education that spans professional nail techs to DIYers. And what I really love about her is that she really understands that this is a creative outlet for us DIYers, and she's not gatekeeping the information. She has such an amazing way of breaking it down so that even a DIYer like myself can understand the products that I'm using and how to use them properly. So let's go ahead and do a quick swatch sesh, and then I'll jump back in and we'll create this 5-color gradient mani. Here are all the colors swatched out, and believe it or not, this is just one layer. So I would say the blue, red, and pink are all fully opaque in one layer. The yellow and the green were almost fully opaque, but I feel like they could stand for a second layer. And then this rose gold glitter, it's not fully opaque, but it definitely has really great coverage. So if you want more coverage, you can apply an additional layer. But let's go ahead and jump into this gradient because I am super excited. So you are going to need a palette to mix up your colors. So I've got this glass tile palette that I got off of Amazon. You can also purchase this on the Attain website. And I decided that I wanted to use Lollipop because this pink, I know I just did a pink mani, but I couldn't help myself. This pink was calling out to me. So I'm going to do 5 dots of Lollipop on my palette. So I'm going to gradually make it less. So my first drop, I did about 5 drops of it, and I'm not being precise about it. So second drop, 4 drops. So I'm gradually doing less amounts of Lollipop on my palette, and this is going to be the start of my color for the gradient. I'm not doing any measuring. It doesn't have to be precise. I'm just kind of eyeballing what the drops look like and just trying to keep them as consistent as possible. But that's what I love about experimenting and doing your own things is you can kind of adjust as needed. Like it doesn't have to be something where you have to feel like anxious about getting it right. You can just play around with it and figure it out. But for the white, I'm applying it in descending order now. So where I have the 5 drops of Lollipop, I'm applying 1 drop of Blanc. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops in the order on my palette. So I'm going to end up with the same amount of gel polish, but the ratio of my two colors are varying, which create my gradient. So where I have the 5 drops of Lollipop and the 1 drop of Blanc, it's going to be my darkest color. And the last one where I have the 1 drop of Lollipop and the 5 drops of Blanc, it's going to be my lightest color. And you don't have to use white to create your gradient. You can experiment with other colors and it can be so much fun. But I wanted to start off with showing you white first because it is such a staple color, and more than likely, if you have any colors, you have this one. When I started building out my collection, I started with black and white because they are such versatile colors and they can be used with so many different things. But regardless, once I have all my drops on my palette, I'm going to start mixing them together. So I'm just using the back end of my brush, something stiffer, to be able to mix those colors really well. So I want to make sure they're well incorporated. So I'm just giving them a good mix, I mean. So I'm starting with my lightest color first, and then I'll work my way to the darkest. And I'm not really worried about like cleaning off my tool as I'm going to the next color, because I'm not really worried about contamination, because in the end, these are all the same colors. But hopefully you can kind of see where I'm going with it, where you can gradually see those colors starting to get darker. So once I finished mixing all my colors, and I can take a look and see where I need to adjust because I wasn't exact with my application of the drops. I did some minor adjustments because I wanted the colors to be differentiated a little bit more, but now that I'm happy with the way the colors are gradienting, I know that's not a word, we're going to get into application. So I'm going to be trying out the Attain Cosmetics nail art brush. So I'm just picking up my lightest color first. So I'm going lightest to darkest from my thumb to pinky, and I'm going to do kind of like a no, not a vertical, a side swoop curved type French. So it's not going to be a full French tip. It's going to be just like a curved line. So I'm starting at my sidewall and then I'm going downwards towards that other sidewall in kind of that swoop fashion. So once I have that line, I'm going to take the gel application brush. This is an oval brush, also from Attain Cosmetics, that I'm trying out, and I'm going to fill in the rest of that area with the lighter color. So I just want to make sure that it's even, I'm not getting any streakiness. I'm going to wipe off the brush, and then I'm going to go to my next finger, which is the index finger, going with my second lightest color. So I'm just going to go in order from lightest to darkest with those colors, like I mentioned, using the same brushes. I'm trying to do like the same like side swoop type French, and then I'll fill in using that oval brush. All of the products I'm using in today's video, I did purchase myself, and I wasn't really sure whether I should purchase the brushes from Attain because I have a huge collection of nail art brushes because I'm always trying to find like the perfect ones. So far, my favorite nail brushes are from Sweetie Nail Supply. They have their own brand of brushes, but these Attain ones, I'm definitely glad I purchased because they are such a great quality. Like this liner brush, I prefer thinner liner brushes. This is super thin, and the structure of it, I think, is perfect. So it's got a good stiffness to it where I can control what I'm doing with my designs, but it's not so stiff that I can't really move it around. So I don't know how to really explain it, but I just think it has like this perfect stiffness to it where you can control your design, where it's not too soft, it's not too stiff. And then the oval brush where I'm using to fill it in, the same thing where I like that it's not a super thick oval brush, so it's got a thinness to it so you can easily control your application of the gel polish. So you can paint your whole nail using this brush, and it's very easy. It doesn't create any streakiness, so it makes the application very smooth. So definitely highly recommend these brushes as great quality. But I'm going to finish up my first layer and then I'll give them a full cure for 60 seconds because I haven't cured to this point. And then I'm going to do a second layer just to build up the color. I cured my second layer for a full 60 seconds and I'm happy with the way the colors are looking, so I'm going to leave them as is. But I thought it would be fun to do an accent of full lollipop, not diluted with any white. So I'm just going to draw an outline of lollipop on all these tips just to make that pop of color. And I think it's really fun to see like the change in color, especially like with the lightest color on the thumb here. You can see what lollipop looks like in its original form and what we transformed it into using just white. So I'm going to continue on outlining these, and then I'm going to give it a full cure for 60 seconds once I'm done with all 5 tips. I went ahead and applied my press-ons off camera, and as always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles. I'm using my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil in the scent Belle Âme, and this is one of my favorite scents, and I slept on it for so long. I don't know why I didn't think I'd like it, but I ended up buying a sample of it and fell in love with it, so of course I had to buy a dropper bottle. It's like a light lavender powdery type scent. I just love how delicate it is. And I do have an affiliate discount code with Scales of a Mermaid. So if you make any purchases, you can use code Genie10 to save 10% off your orders. It isn't an additional cost to you and it helps support me and my channel. But regardless, that pretty much wraps up today's mani. If you're still here, drop me a pink emoji down below in the comments. I hope this video was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!